Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about skincare. I receive a lot of questions about this, particularly after the acne one, and from people asking about what I use for my skin. So I'm going to tell you, but first let's get on with the skincare. It's going to be pretty quick. I'm going to get it all over with because there's a lot to get through. Makeup remover. A few years ago I would have said you don't need one. You absolutely do need one. You need to remove all traces of your makeup. Everything should go. You should be able to rub a white cloth over your face and not have a single trace of makeup. Just recently it's been found out that puffiness under the eyes and bags can also be partly caused by the fact that we leave makeup on our face. So you definitely don't want to have that. You definitely want to remove all your makeup. A water-based or oil-based one is fine depending on your skin type. Try and make sure it's as irritatingly free as possible. Mineral oil works quite well. It does not clog pores. The molecule is too big. It cannot get in there. Okay, cleansers. You need to cleanse your face. Water-soluble cleanser is oftentimes the best and less irritating. Don't buy into the hype that you should use one that contains AHA or BHA, which is alpha hydroxy or beta hydroxy acids. It's a nice thought. But for those things to work, they need to be in contact with your skin for a lot longer than a couple of seconds that you're cleansing your face for. Plus, they get in your eyes, they can really sting. You don't need them, they just bump the price up. It's marketing spin, you don't need them. Excuse me, I always tend to belch when I'm doing these tutorials. Okay, cleansing, there is also one that contains benzoyl peroxide for breakouts. This can work quite well for those of you with infrequent breakouts, but again, be very careful of your eye, it can sting. Toners. Okay, what exactly is a toner? I don't know. It's supposed to tone the skin, don't really know what that means. They also claim that they close pores. If that were the case, we'd all have poreless skin and not a single breakout. It's a lie. Toners are a really great option for those of you with normal to oily skin. It can be the only moisturizer that you need. It's also another way of taking off the last remaining traces of makeup, which is fine, but you should be doing that with the makeup removal and your cleanser. So that's what toners are for. They're fine. If you like it, use it. If you don't have to. Moisturizer can be summed up really quickly and very simply. If you have dry skin, you need a moisturizer. If you do not have dry skin, you absolutely do not need a moisturizer. Absolutely. They just want to sell you product by saying that oily skin needs moisture too. Yeah, of course it does. You already have enough moisture in your skin. You do not need it. They're trying to sell you product in their 3-step, 4-step, 10-step, whatever. You do not need one. I can save people a lot of time, a lot of trouble, and a lot of heartache with breakouts just by removing moisturizer when you do not need it. Please do not fall into that trap. And while we're on the subject, anti-wrinkle creams are all basically just moisturizers. There's no doubt that moisturized skin looks less wrinkled, so that is definitely a great option for those of you who are wanting to minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. While we're on the subject of anti-wrinkle, excuse me, itch, there is no cream out there that is better than botox, fillers, facelifts, peels, whatever. If that were the case, then all these things would be redundant and we would just use this cream. It makes no sense. We want to believe it, we want to buy it, we want to buy into it because it sounds so good. These flawless, poreless, beautiful, wrinkle-free skins from this cream is such a load of nonsense, and we're still going out there and we're still buying these bloody creams for huge amounts of money, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. They can temporarily fill in a wrinkle. What a waste of money for £100, £200 for some of these products when you can do something to your skin that can actually benefit it in the long term and actually make a difference. Sunscreen. You absolutely need a sunscreen. SPF 15 is perfectly fine for everyday use, particularly in a darker climate like here in the UK. If you are somewhere else where it's warmer, I would go for an SPF of 30 or above. Make sure that it contains active ingredients on the back of the product. If it doesn't, don't bother buying it. Sunscreens can cause breakouts. It's a problem. Zinc oxide, titanium dioxide are known to be occlusive and block the pores. Sorry, I can't give you a sunscreen that won't break you out because everything has the potential to break you out, and sunscreen is no exception. So you need to you need to basically shop around, but you do need one. It's the first step in protecting your skin from future sun damage and from premature wrinkling. You do need one, every skin type. Okay, where does that leave us? Let's have a think. Antioxidants, pentapeptides, ceramides, you hear all about them. Everybody is saying that there's always a new one coming out that's better than the last one. It was vitamin C, now it's vitamin E, it's grapefruit extract, it's pomegranate extract. Don't do the grapefruit one, that's very irritating. But the truth is, there is not one single one that is better or worse than another. They all work in sort of synergistic harmony with each other. So just buying a vitamin C one is really just missing out on all the others that are good. The only thing I will say about products and moisturizers and serums that contain antioxidants is that they need to be in a plastic tube, something that's opaque. Those that are in glass bottles are basically a waste of money. You're getting water, because the product, when exposed to daylight, basically dissipates the active ingredients. You don't want that. SkinCeuticals, one of the most expensive brands around for some of their products, for 30 mils, 15 mils, hundreds of pounds, are basically little glasses filled with water that will become inactive really, really soon. Yes, you could put them in the fridge or keep them in the cupboard if you want, or apply them in the dark. Why would you want to do that when you can get products that are equally good, less expensive? Makes no sense. Really expensive brand, great, some really good stuff, but it's just silly that they put them in those bottles. It looks medical, I guess. Whatever. Let's have a think. I've not got anything here in front of me, so it's difficult for me to remember stuff. As far as breakouts are concerned, I talked about my experience with it in the acne tutorial, but there are a couple of options. You can use the benzoyl peroxide, that's perfectly fine. You can use hydrogen peroxide, that's fine too, in a 3% strength. I must make this clear. If you're going to use it, careful of your eyebrows or any facial hair. It can and does bleach it. Don't get it in the eyes, it stings. And hydrogen peroxide, and I also think that benzoyl peroxide, but definitely hydrogen peroxide, causes free radical damage. Yes, you might be able to counteract a bit of that by applying an antioxidant serum or moisturizer, but I need to tell you that it does cause free radical damage. That's a fact. It's been medically proven. Personally speaking, I think the pros outweigh the cons. I use it every 2 or 3 days as like a toner to avoid major breakouts, and it works perfectly well for me now, but I'm getting a bit older, so that might be part of the reason why it works now and it didn't before, but it certainly is an option. Wrinkles. Now, you know what I think about the creams, but Retin A does work sort of with regards to wrinkling. It's been proven that it can reduce the appearance of wrinkles. I use it. Have I noticed a single wrinkle looking different on my face? No, but I still use it. It does cause some form of collagen production. That's good. That's a great thing. But it can be overly irritating. It can cause redness and peeling. Some people can tolerate it, some people can't. You're going to have to try to find out. You need a doctor, a dermatologist, or you could probably order it online. But it is medically proven to work on fine lines. It's not going to touch deep wrinkles. Exfoliants, I think, are next, or they're going to be anyway when we talk about it. Alpha hydroxy and beta hydroxy. Alpha hydroxy is best for treating sun damaged skin. Beta hydroxy is better for treating acne prone skin, because that can get into the pore and exfoliate it out, whereas the alpha hydroxy just does the surface. Okay, I have better luck with the beta hydroxy because I am still prone to breakouts, so that's better for me. Both of these products are pH dependent. They need a low pH of 2 to 4 in order to work. Clinique turnaround cream is about 4.5, 4.8. Its ability to exfoliate is really, really small. You're wasting your money. You're better off getting some of the testing pH paper. Go into the store, do some testers. You'll notice on the testing paper if the pH is good. If it is, get it. If it isn't, you're buying a moisturizer. And these products can help with water binding, but whatever. Okay, running out of time. I haven't even talked to you about my skincare, but we will do now quickly. I wash my face in the morning, I cleanse it. I don't bother with a toner. I only apply moisturizer if I really need to, which is rare. I apply sunscreen. At night, I apply Retin A every second night, and I use hydrogen peroxide 3% strength every other day in the morning to deal with breakouts, not at the same time as Retin A because they cancel themselves out. Whew! That's it. Thanks for listening. Sorry about the hyperspeed. Ta-da. Take care.